So it's gotten to the point on Gran Turismo where I start to think that maybe I'm a little bit cursed. We can never seem to go one race, or at least a couple of races, without something bad happening. But in this race, we managed to have all of the good luck that we've been due for about the past 4 years of streaming this game. And whilst it's hard enough to avoid all the carnage and race at Monza, we also had the football on, which was a slight distraction as well. Go on, go on, go on! Ah, he's at the post! Oh, unbelievable. Well, how well is this race going to go? We've got the match on, which is clearly a distraction. We haven't even started the race yet, and I've still not even looked at the screen, except for the one that has the match on. Am I going to attempt to do both? I'm going to have to turn this off because that is a bad... yeah, exactly. This has now become a football watch-along whilst attempting Gran Turismo. It's no longer a Gran Turismo stream. Right, we're going to go again from the back. I'm not going to look at that screen. Why I put the match on, I don't know. Stupid idea. Straight up to second, straight up to third. Through the gears we go. In the Genesis. Baron in front of us. We've got to get past him. On the straight. What's he in there? He's in the Nissan. Hopefully, luckily, yes we can. 150 board, down the gears. Oh, everyone's aboard. Oh, we've all ghosted. Wonderful. That's realistic. Well, I will just drive through the cars then to get myself a couple of sweet, sweet overtakes. Gran Turismo, the real driving simulator. P11 for us. Now I'm going to be on the outside here, which is not going to be great. 150 board. Oh, they've braked early. Oh, he's hit him! Oh, he's hit him! Oh! They've all hit each other. Oh! What's gone on there? Oh, Paul's ended up with a 5-second penalty. That's brutal. Why has he got that? Unless he was the one that caused all of that and he's also benefited, but what on earth has happened there? We've got damage. I can barely turn the car, but we're up to P8. So, I don't know what to think of that. We got a load of carnage that we've somehow managed to get through. Right, now, unless Paul was the one that caused all of that, I really fail to see how on a first lap someone can get a 5-second... either a 5-second penalty or 5 seconds worth of penalties. But either way, unless we have a catastrophic race, I doubt we'll be seeing him again on track. And we're up to P7. Yeah, exactly. We get pulled over. You seem a bit distracted while driving. Oh, have I missed a goal? Oh, no, they missed a goal, not me. Christ, we got the podium in front of us. How's this? And the podium's got 5-second penalty. Did I see that right? Podium with 5 seconds, I'm pretty sure. We must be getting a very distant slipstream here. It's working in our favour though. 150 board. I think that is 5 seconds. I actually cannot look at the screen. Ah! Oh, they've both got penalties. Go, 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 go. Escort John with the lead of this race. He's clearly out in front, I think, by the looks of it. I don't think he's being challenged at the minute. Oh, they're braking early again. Right, James with a penalty, half second, and that is still going to be enough. Look at that for us to get past. Oscar's had himself a penalty here, I would assume, because we're closing massively in the straights there. To 49.3, we set the fastest lap, which is just bizarre. This race makes no sense. 3.3, 3.2.1, we're closing still here. How? How? Has he just got major damage? What I don't understand. What car's he in? I can't tell at the moment. Just not close enough to spot what car he's actually in. But either way, it's not doing very well in a straight line. Right, Oscar's setting the fastest lap, 49.2. That's still well off the pace though, for where most of these lobbies are at. 1.8. Right, we're going to have to pit right at the very end, which we have to hope that nobody's technically undercut from the ones that have pitted very early on in the race. Whoa, don't bin it there. now's not the time to be binning it. We're closing, we're closing. I tend to find short shift in this one is because it has got so much power in the lower range of the gears that if you're trying second gear out of a lot of these corners, you will be facing the wrong way by the time you're out the other side. So that's half the reason that I'm short shifting as well as anything else. That might be a penalty for John there, P2. Point 1, point 0. We're going to have him within a second here, maybe, by the time we hit this chicane. We absolutely are. I hope that's not track limits. That felt alright, that. The first Lesmo's a killer. Oh, it's the hardest corner on this track. I know this Scary's pretty brutal, but... oh, no! Don't hit the curb! What a nightmare! What a nightmare! No! Oh, it was that first snap in third. Why I didn't just put it in fourth? Why I didn't just put it in fourth? That very first snap was enough to just completely throw me off there. Right, we've got to close it all again now. Come on. Right, James behind us, pitting. Be interesting to see where the gaps are now, if anybody else is going to be pitting as well. He's out broke. James has here. Oh, he's gone. Right. Well, that might seem like that's a good thing for us, but it is not. Sorry, I said James there. I meant John. That might seem like it's a good thing for us, but it's not, because he was the thing that was slowing Oscar down here. Whereas now, the Spaniard's got free air. No defending to do. And no attacking from anybody else. That he's pulling away already. 2.3, come on. Right, we're going to have to pit last lap. I just have to hope that nobody's closed the gap. Well, for all the good luck that we've had in this race, it would be nice if we got one more where he made a little bit of a mistake. But it doesn't look like that's going to be happening. No, binned it. Almost binned it. Close to a mid-corner there as well. Right, the moment of truth here is going to be when we come out of the pits. Right, don't change, don't refuel, let's go. Oh, I expected to lose maybe 1 or 2 positions, but I didn't expect to lose the podium altogether. How's that happened? I'm always so conscious of track limits there. I think it changes its mind every time, because there's some laps where I feel like I've played it really safe and get a penalty, and then there's some laps I feel like I've really risked it and like really pushed the limits, and then you're perfectly fine. We're probably going to serve that this race, I think, here. Oh! Someone's gone into the, he's gone into the pits. He's going to serve a penalty. Ah, there we go. That makes sense. Aha! Yes. I was going to say, where did that Don Carlo come from? I thought he must have drove a sublime race, but he still hadn't pitted. And then he's tried to go in on the last lap. So you do not get that, my friend. The race win is no longer yours. And we are back on the podium. Well, there we go. From last to podium challenge complete. Not too bad. We got a little bit lucky. Well, actually, we got really lucky. That was probably our most fortunate race that we've ever had, that I would say. That was really, really lucky. Right, well, let's try and review and map out the carnage at the start, shall we? Try and work all that out, because that was something. Right, so it's actually Paul in front here that loses this one. He clocks one. He clocks the same person twice, who then spins JCR, and then Don Carlo there, who actually was temporarily the race winner. Paul ends up, I would now say, unfortunately for him, quite rightfully, with a 5-second penalty. All completely accidental, I am sure. But understandably, he gets the penalty, because he actually ends up as well in front of everybody else. I thought that was still probably a bit harsh, but understandably, I see where it's come from now. From a little bit further back, here's Don Carlo's view. First person gets hit and spun. He goes into us a little bit. I, at that point, think, right, well, I might be able to go across the chicane since we have had contact. And so I was considering cutting across the pit, as you watch my steering input here, across the pit, across the chicane. I thought, right, now we can kind of, for the game to understand if we go, but unfortunately we are met with the sight of a BMW facing the wrong way right in front of us, and roughly at about that point there, realised that my plan is not going to work. So there we go. James manages to get through. It's all happening behind him. So look at this. He just manages to avoid all of that, catching up with him. So he's been pretty lucky there, James. But we got past him later in the race, and somehow or another, we ended up on the podium.